Alright, well, tonight's project, I had absolutely no intention of taking out Farrah's rear end, but I had to. Because I had to pack the rear bearings in the axles, and when I took the axles out, these thrust washers, that's what they call them, thrust spacers, fell out. I go to put the axle back in. Well, I couldn't put the axles back in. So the book says you got to take the things out. You got to take the whole rear end out to do it. So I'm like, I can see that they're laying in there. So I got a long magnet with a rod on it. I went all the way through the axle and I got the piece out. And then one of them had a little roll pin. And then there was the other one. So a lot of fussing and an hour and forever trying to slide all the way through the axle. I ended up getting the passenger side one back in, but I had this left over. I didn't know what it was. It's a roll pin of some kind, but I wasn't sure what it was for. So I put the other axle in, and then I got my magnet stuck in this ring, and it tore the magnet out. I didn't even notice that it was missing until tonight. And there's a lot of play in the axle. So this piece ended up falling out again, and too much play in the axle, so something was wrong, because I ended up having to, well, I'll show you that. I can get that. Where is that? Race. Bearing race out, and there's a big, looks like where the rollers rusted on there from sitting for 42 years. So this is going to make noise, so we can't use this. So our friendly Napa, just so happens there's a part number on it, happens to have it in stock, because that's the only thing I need. The bearing looks beautiful. It's just this was where it was sitting and rusting, so it damaged the surface of the race. So the axles had to come out to lubricate the bearings, and then these things fall out. So now you can't put the axles back in. So I tried the magnet thing. I spent 2 hours with this, and then looked at the factory repair manual. God bless we have it, because we needed it. Turns out that this little roll pin goes inside this hole. When you look in that hole, you'll be able to see where that sits in there, and there's one on the other side. So this piece goes in there, and that's to keep the axle from hitting the rear end, but it keeps the space. And then the roll pin goes in here, and then you take the other one and you push them together, and that's what holds them in place when you're working on the rear end, or when you go to put it back into the housing. That keeps these in place. So now I know what the roll pin is for, and now I know nothing fell down inside, and I've recovered the parts, and unfortunately I had to pull it out, but got a chance to really look at it, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. The oil's clean, there's no play in it at all. So what? I had to service the oil anyway, so it's the perfect time to go through a lot of work I didn't want to. But now what I'm going to do is get another roll pin and install it just like the book says, so I can put the whole pumpkin back in, and then put the axle shafts back in, and I'll have a new race tomorrow. And that'll be all of it. And then I'll make you a video of what I got done with the engine tomorrow, but that's pretty much it. So we can just thank oh, what would you like? Would you like to see these? Oh, there you go. There they are. And a little roll pin. God bless the little roll pin didn't fall down in there somewhere and never found it again. Because that would have sucked. To have to take, could have damaged the clutches, it could have got caught in a ring and pinion. But the fact that I even got it out was amazing in itself, that I haven't recovered it, because it was sticking out of the passenger one. But I'm like, what is that for? I didn't even know. But that's about it, really, for now. So we can thank Yahoo Pittsburgh, and again, have yourselves a great night. There you are. Look how cute you are. Say. What? You're just a baby. Where are you going? Well, where are you going? I see you out there.